Hey everybody, this is Qua. I'm back. This is part two of blog topic ideas. I presented this video, I created this presentation to help new bloggers with writing about or figuring out what they can write about that would actually, one, drive traffic and also provide value to the readers. So, if you have not watched my first part, then go ahead and search my channel, or you can actually look in the description below, and I'll have the link to my first part of this presentation of blog topic ideas. So the next topic that I think is going to help you, and it's going to provide traffic, provide value to your readers, which will get them to stick around longer and also come back more often, and also drive traffic to your blog, is customer testimonials. Okay, this is a very, very big area. I mean, in fact, I don't think that people do enough of this. I honestly think this is something that is really powerful, and people just don't do enough of it because they don't, maybe they don't know how, or maybe they haven't considered it, or I don't know what, but this is something that if you provide a customer testimonial about your service or about your product, you're going to really interest other people who are contemplating either buying your product or buying your service. I mean, it's just that simple, because we like social proof. I mean, that's a buying factor. I mean, if you are in the market for something, one of the things that would really help you is social proof, meaning that, you saw somebody who got the results that you wanted by using this product or this service. Okay, that's why when you see in the weight loss industry, you always see before and after photos. Okay, and it's not a gimmick. I mean, this type of marketing really, really works. I mean, it's extremely effective to see. Because let's remember that, when you're promoting something, you're not promoting the product or necessarily the benefits of it. You're promoting the outcome. That's what people are looking for, the outcome. And there's nothing that speaks to the outcome better than a well-written customer testimonial talking about what this person achieved using this product or service. Okay, it's very engaging and highly searched. You're going to see this a lot. I mean, in almost every product and every industry, you're going to see a lot of searches for before and after, or something along that line, or results, or And so, if you are writing your post to meet this need, you're going to get a lot of traffic. And the customer testimony could be you. Okay, you could be the product, and that's why you're promoting it, right? And so, if you write a compelling testimony about this product, then not only are you demonstrating that you are a product of the product, not only are you demonstrating that there's social proof that this product works, but you're also telling a story. Okay, and again, stories are fascinating. People love to hear about them, and people love to read about them. And so you are giving your readers insight into who you are, and that's powerful. I mean, that's how you build a connection with your readers, by telling them your story. So I would not, I wouldn't, I wouldn't dismiss this topic. In fact, I wish I saw more of it when I'm looking through blogs. But testimonials, got to do them. Product reviews, and this is related to testimonials, and so, but the difference in testimonial and a product review is that if you're writing a product review, then you are a little less biased and a little bit more objective, so to speak. So for instance, you promote a lot of different products, then what you can do is write a review about them. And again, this is something that is highly searched. If you if you know how to find out search terms and using the Google AdWord keyword planner, you're going to find that in pretty much for every topic, for every subject, for every service, there are going to be people, hundreds of people searching a month for product reviews of this. And so, and here's the thing too, that a person who is searching for a product review is somebody who is very interested in buying. Okay, because obviously you're not going to bother trying to read reviews of a product unless you're very interested in it, right? And so if you put yourself in that position where you are placed between a buyer who's red hot and the product itself, what do you think is going to happen? The outcome is going to be you're going to make a lot of sales, obviously. So this is a great topic for you to write about. You can probably write hundreds of posts on this one topic alone if you promote a lot of products. And the one thing I would suggest about product reviews is be objective, meaning write about the good and the bad. Okay, don't just talk about how awesome this product is. There's something about it you didn't like. Maybe you didn't like the flavor, or maybe you didn't like something about it. I don't know. Could be anything. Then bring it up, because that makes you more credible. Okay, and be authentic and fair. That's the same thing as being objective, I think. But anyway, so don't discount this. In fact, I think that this is a rich area that you can mine for a long time, is product reviews, along with customer testimonials. Okay, and so here's another topic that you can write about is interviews with industry leaders. Okay, so this is a good way to put yourself into a position where you are seen as somebody who's in the know. Okay, somebody who is connected. Okay, and people want to be connected to other people who are connected. Okay, so this is a good way for you to do that. And an industry leader, yeah, I guess that's relative, right? So an industry leader, I mean, if you happen to be friends with one, or that could be your upline sponsor, or somebody, your neighbor, then who cares, right? Just write about them. Your readers don't know that, so just write to your heart's content about industry leaders, and kind of interview them. Talk about how they became successful. Talk about what they're doing. Talk about trends. Really talk about anything. And what this does is also humanizes your company or organization, so that your readers have a better sense of who is behind the corporate logo, so to speak. So another topic that I don't see that often, but I think that it could really generate interest and traffic for your blog if you do that. Videos and multimedia. Okay, and this could be something that could be self-produced or professionally created by your company. I mean, if you're promoting a company or a product, I'm sure that your company has a lot of videos, sales videos or presentations or something along that line that you can use. And so, here's a good way for you to put it out there and to market and promote it. It's just on your blog. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of work to post a video or multimedia presentation. I mean, you can do that in no time flat, and and you can add your own spin to it, or your own commentary, whatever, or you can make your own videos. And when you do that, then you're not only providing content but value as well. And the more you do it, then the more you're seen as a leader in that company. And so that's another idea that can that can provide grist for you in your blogging efforts. Okay, and recycled product content. It's also known as repurposed content. What it is basically, if you are a Facebook user, you are a Twitter user, you have other social media accounts, and you've written some good information or materials about your product, then what you can do is you can just transfer that material onto your blog and repurpose it. Okay, you don't have to rewrite, you don't have to redo everything. Your post or your article could be a compilation of, say, for instance, Facebook posts, a best of, Twitter posts or YouTube videos. Anyway, so it doesn't have to be I guess, started from the ground up. Each article you can reuse and recycle stuff that is existing. Again, this doesn't take a lot of time, but it does add value. Okay. All right. Another thing that you know would drive interest your company is product. Is company news about not just your industry but your particular company. And an example of that would be, of course, you have an upcoming product launch. Okay, you have something that something new, something amazing, something exciting that your company is coming out with. This is a great topic to blog about, because not only will you be one of the first people to do this, so you're going to be on the leading edge of promotion, but you're also building interest. And anytime something new is on the scene, anytime a launch is happening, that's when you get maximum interest. And of course, you want to cash in on that, and a blog post is a great way to do it. Or it could be something as mundane as an organizational shift. I mean, maybe you have a new president, maybe you have a new receptionist, or just new personnel, new anything, or maybe you just moved. Just human interest stories. Okay, and the reason why they're called human interest is because, one, they are interesting to humans. Okay, because we are fascinated by stories. We're not interested in logos. We are interested in the story behind the logo. And the more you provide of that, then the more value that you're going to, that you are imparting upon your readers. And again, that builds a connection. Remember, it's all about connecting with your readers. All right. One of the last things that I would suggest that you write about is lifestyle stories. Okay, and what I mean by that is that if you are somebody who has achieved some measure of success with your endeavors, then why not write about it? Okay, why not write about it and toot your own horn and talk and give people advice about how you did what you did and how you came about what you achieved, what obstacles that you overcame, what are some of the things that you had to learn, what are some learning points that you want people to take away, what are some strategies that you want to suggest to people starting off. What would you do differently today, knowing what you know now. Those kind of stories. I mean, you're going to get a lot of people who appreciate this. Again, in doing so, then you're making a strong connection to your readers. Okay, and the way that you frame your story is actually really important too. So, you have a familiar story arc, such as or rags to riches stories. I mean, those are always fascinating. I love reading stories about people who started off with nothing and then created amazing wealth and success from just using their sheer willpower and persistence. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. So that's the familiar arc, is rags to riches. And or somebody who is an abject failure, who found the secret, okay, the key to their success. And I know that that's a very common theme, and and the reason why it's common is because it's powerful. And you can do the same thing for yourself, is talk about how you failed and failed and failed and failed and failed, and then you finally uncovered what it took to succeed, and then you're going to share it with your readers. That's can you just see how powerful it is? I mean, that is something that's going to hold your readers, attention. I mean, they're just going to be waiting for the next installment of that story. So don't forget about lifestyle stories and human interest stories such as that, especially when you frame it in a particular story arc. Okay, so anyway, that is pretty my suggestions. I covered 11 blog topic ideas that should help you with coming up with good content that you can use to drive traffic, connect with your readers, and tell more about your stuff, about your story, and promote your product. Okay. And some final thoughts and some suggestions about blogging is that be your authentic self. Okay. I know that when you first start writing, a tendency is that people get stilted because they think that they should sound a certain way or behave a certain way, and I would advise against that. I would just advise write as if you're talking to somebody. That's really the best thing you can do, because you want to come off as a human being, not as a robot. Okay, not as a I don't know, a corporate spokesperson, because those people are not credible at all. You want to be you. And you will notice that the people who have the most success with blogging are the ones who are real, so to speak, who are authentic. So you want to do that as well. And then, of course, I spoke about this before, which is do your best to add value to your readers. Okay, the name of the game and the reason why we are blogging and we are, creating content is to provide value, and that in turn will connect you to the readers. I can't emphasize this enough. And what you don't want to do is blog for hyping or promotional purposes only. You don't want to turn it into just a platform where you are spouting off hype, because that's not interesting. Okay, people aren't interested in hype. People are interested in stories, and the more stories, the less hype that you provide, then the more that your readers will appreciate it. Okay, and finally, within every post, what you want to do is you want to have a call to action. And what I mean by that is you always want to ask your readers to do something. Okay, at the end of the post, you want to ask them to either sign up in a newsletter, either buy your product, or watch a video or something. You want to ask them to do something. There's always a call to action with every blog post. Okay, and I will talk more about this at another time, but suffice to say that this is something you want to think about, something you want to do on a consistent basis, and learn how to do that as quickly as possible. So anyway, I hope that my presentation has been helpful to you. And again, my name is Kwa. I'm here to help you break through.